Hi guys, this is Himanshu, and this video is going to be a slightly different video because since your placement season has started, Karthik has asked me to share my interview experiences with the sprinkler. So that is what I will be discussing in this video. So basically, what I will be discussing is my overall interview experience, my rounds, and some tips to take care of while giving interview. So let's get started with my overall interview experience. To be honest, the Sprinkler interview was one of the best interview I have ever given. Not just because I got an offer, maybe a little bit because of that too, but the main thing which I loved during the interview process was the quality of questions that they asked. You will see when I will discuss them. And some minor details which I liked were the attentiveness of interviewer. They were quite really attentive while I was discussing my solution. So that increased my confidence a little bit. About the number of rounds, I gave two technical rounds and one HR round. And one more thing before discussing the rounds in detail, I will not discuss the exact question that was asked to me because that will be unethical and I don't actually remember all the questions in exact way. So my first round started with my interview experience, what I did during internship and all that. Then they asked me a puzzle. So the puzzle was slightly easy. You just have to make an observation to solve that puzzle. So first I used some mathematics to solve that puzzle, used some variable and solved some equation, but since it was a puzzle, it was supposed to be solved with logic without much of mathematics involved. So I asked for a hint after after that hint I realized that question was really very easy and I still feel that I should have solved that question by myself, but now who cares? And again I will not tell you what the puzzle was because it was quite easy puzzle and again it will be unfair from the point of interviewer. So then they asked me a question which was a slight modification of the question, that is to find a subarray with a given sum k. Then I discussed my few approaches to solve the problem, which includes two pointer and prefix sum approaches. And one tip here, always come up with the opportunities to share as much as possible. That is don't just give the exact solution in a one line or one word. And this is true for both your theory question and your coding question. And this is the thing I learned from many rejections during my internship interviews. So I learned this thing, that is for every question always try to include as many concepts as possible which are related to that question because it gives you a chance to show off your skills. Basically, you know what you know, but interviewer doesn't know this, and you have to tell this to interviewer. And interviewer will have only few questions to test that skill. So it is in your hand to try to relate that question with different concept and to be able to show to the interviewer that you know many things. So always remember, don't just give answer in few words. Always try to explain and involve many concepts. And that is what I did. I discussed many approaches, their disadvantage and advantage, when they would work and when they would not. So we had a little bit discussion about this, and it was a quite standard question. So I slightly modification of that question. Then there was a good discussion on various sorting algorithms depending on the condition. Like they gave me condition and asked me how and which sorting algorithm will be useful here, the time complexity and space complexity, all the. It was a good discussion about the sorting algorithm, and then that discussion shifted to try approach. Basically, the question I do not actually remember it, but yeah, the after some sorting methods, the question shifted to try approach, and then they asked me to write the code for try. And in between interview, they asked me some basic question, maybe to boost my confidence because I got a little bit nervous after not solving that easy puzzle. The interview environment was very comfortable. These are the small things which I really liked during the interview. So the second interview started with discussion about my hobbies. I told them I was learning about music theory, so they get really excited and asked me some question and asked me what I was learning, like circle of fifths or chords and all that. But after that interview, I still haven't learned the music theory from them. Now the main part, the question they framed used a simple data structure and algorithm concept, which you might have used in many questions. But the framing of questions and how they asked it was a really brilliant way, I will say. The reason is I have ML and image processing in my projects. So the first question was something like this, that you are given a value, you are given few values, suppose CGPA of students, and for each value you have to give the answer as the student with maximum CGPA. So Suppose you have four students with CGPA 10, 9, 8, and 7. So for first query, you will give the answer as 10. Then for second query, you will give the answer as 9. So this question can be easily solved with a data structure. So you can discuss in the comment which data structure will be used here. So yes, the question was not very tough if you know the data structure, but the fun part here is was to calculate that value. The value was not actually the CGPA of student. So for calculating the value, you have to use some intuition, and that intuition is basically a separate concept in the field of AI and machine learning. So I felt that they mixed both concept, data structure and ML from my resume. So that is what I liked during the interview. They were coming up with the question from my resume and the data structure. So that was really the brilliant part, because many interviews which I gave during internship, they were just asking standard lead code question. And again for the second question, they took image processing from my resume and then framed a question. So if you don't know about images, images are nothing but matrices, and a grayscale is nothing but a 2D matrix. So they framed the question in the area of image processing like it was a question from image processing, and I gave them few approaches. Now while discussing the approaches, I had to calculate some value, and for calculating those values, I had to use an algorithm which is quite very common. I will discuss the question. So suppose you are given a matrix with only 1 and 0, and all 1 will occur together, meaning in same locality. So you have to find that locality. So yes, the concept was something similar to this, and they asked me it as the application of image processing. So that is why I'm not actually discussing the exact question, because it will be very unfair to the interviewers who are actually trying to come up with the problems and not asking the standard lead code problems like done in many interviews. But I hope I still have given you some insight about the question which were asked without revealing too much detail. And yes, the whole interview was all about DS and algo stuff. Last round was HR round, and she asked me about the interview experience till then, and I told her the exact same thing, that I really liked the interview because of the questions that the interviewers asked and the attentiveness of interviewers. So this is my overall interview experience. So a few tips which you should remember during not only Sprinkler but any interview is that the first tip I have already told you: always try to come up with opportunities to tell the interviewer what you know. An example can be as simple as an OS concept. Suppose they ask you what is thrashing. You can simply give a one-line definition, or you can first explain the working of memory, like dividing into frames and pages, and then build up the definition of thrashing from it. So this will really make interviewer feel that you know a good amount, that you have a good amount of knowledge. And second thing is focus on DS, really focus on DS, because that is the main concept which is checked in any interview. So for that, start doing lead code 2 or 3 months before. It will really help you. And second thing is whatever you write in project, either by doing it yourself or copying it, study the concept about the project, because it will really help you to show off your skills in front of interviewer, and at the same time increase your confidence during the interview time. And that should be the main reason of your project. And again, the project can be as simple as tic-tac-toe in C++ language, or if you have some extra interest, then you can do some web development or app development work too. But don't focus on project part too much if you have very few time left before your interview. So I hope in this video I have answered few of your queries regarding interview process, and you can know what to expect from interviews. If you like the video, like, share and subscribe, and if there are still some doubts, feel free to ask them in comments.